Hey guys, I'm Syntaxer. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make an FPV drone. I've been wanting to do this project for a very long time, and now that I finally got the parts, I am very excited to show you how to make it. I think this is a little intermediate project for those of you who are wondering how difficult it is. It's not too difficult, but I'd recommend you have some more experience with soldering and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so first, let's just start off by putting your motors on the frame. So you're gonna have this oriented where this little divot is gonna be right in front of you. Alright, so I have that in front of me now. And this red motor, there's going to be two red motors with these red nuts on them, right over there. And you're gonna put them diagonally. So this red one's going to go to the top right, and this one's going to go to the bottom left. And now these black ones go to the same, but right to the opposite. You're going to be taking your 2mm hex driver, and you're just going to take your ziplock with the shortest screw, and you're just going to screw that right on. Okay, so now that you've got all your motors screwed on, what you're going to do is you're going to take your 4-in-1 ESC, and you're gonna have these two wires sticking out from the side, these red and black wires sticking out from the side in front of you, and make sure you keep it oriented. But before that, you're going to take your standoffs, and you're just gonna put them through underneath the 4 holes right over there. So now that you've got that underneath, you're going to do that on all 4, and this is just gonna go right on top, and you're going to solder your wires onto your motor. It doesn't matter which wire goes to which motor, because we are going to be able to change that through the software where we're going to program everything. So yeah, just get that done and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that you're done with soldering all your motor wires, it should look something like this, where you have these two, this connecting on these 3, this motor connecting on these 3, and these two will be crossed, alright, because the ESC manufacturer kind of screwed this up. I don't know why it's like that. This should be flipped, but yeah, don't worry about that. And you're going to take these 2 wires, and now you're going to get your PDB, which stands for Power Distribution Board. I have that right over here. It should look something like this. Right over here. This is your PDB, and this is also where your battery plugs in. The side where it's curved, you can see that there's a curved side. You're gonna find a minus sign right over there. It might be a little hard to see on camera, but on yours there should be a minus sign, and on the other side there will be a plus sign. So you're just gonna line that up. The flat side is the plus sign, and you're just gonna solder that up for now. Alright, and once you're done, you're going to lay this down so that it faces down to the side, and then you're going to take your 2 wires, and this red wire will connect to the positive side on your PDB, and the black one should connect on the negative side to your PDB. And once you're done with that step, we'll be able to move on and work on the flight board, which will be like the brains of the operation, which will control everything. Okay, so now that you're done soldering on the PDB, you have this yellow XT60 connector, and you have your PDB on the top, and on the bottom you've got your black wire connected to the negative side and your red wire connected to the positive side. So that's just how you want it. Now we can set the drone aside for now, and you're going to take your flight controller, which will be like the brains of the operation. And basically all you're going to do is you're just going to solder on these 4 connectors. So you're just going to flip it over, and you're going to solder. You're going to find the numbers 4, 3, 2, and 1. You might not be able to see it on this, but there's these little numbers, and you're going to be soldering it on the 4 circle pads where it says negative, which means ground. You're just going to connect these 4 wires to it. Just like that, right? So you can cut these ends off and you're just going to solder it on to the flight controller. Once you're done with that, we're going to be putting this onto the drone and we will be almost done. Okay, so now that you're done soldering up your flight controller, here's how it should look. Your orange wire over here should be going to pad 1. Your blue wire should be going to pad 2. Your yellow wire should be going to pad 3. And your green wire to pad 4. And now if you look all the way at the bottom by wire where the orange wire is, you should be able to see a positive sign and a negative sign. You're going to take 2 black and red wires and you're just going to solder it as so. You're going to take the 2 circle spots right by pad 6. Okay? And you're going to be soldering the red wire over there and the black wire right beside it to the negative. Okay? And now once you're done, you're going to take your drone to be putting your flight controller on your board. You're going to take the red wire and on your PDB, you're going to find the 5 volt. And to the left of the 5 volt, you're going to find a ground and you're just going to solder that up right over there. Alright, once you're done, you're going to put it on top and you're going to plug this into your ESC. Okay, so now that you've installed your flight controller, you're ready to install your receiver. Basically, you're going to make sure that the USB port is facing on the left. You're going to use this port on the front, find the wire that fits in, and then you're going to cut off all the rest of the wires except for these 3. You should get a plug like this on the end. And this just plugs into your receiver. You're gonna find channel 1, and that says PPM, and you're just gonna plug it in. You're just gonna put it on top, screw the plate on, and it should be ready to fly after you're done configuring it. Okay, so now that you're done building your drone, you got your receiver connected. You're gonna take a USB that fits inside the port and is capable of transferring data. That's very important. And you're just gonna plug it in, and you're also gonna install a software called Betaflight. And you're just gonna press this connect button. Okay, so after you've done that, you're gonna take your battery. You're gonna plug this in. So you're gonna hear that tone, and you're gonna come into the configuration tab, and right over here you're going to see something called PPM RX input. This part is very important, or else your transmitter will not be able to communicate through your receiver. This is actually how we control the drone. Now we can actually just check everything, put all the switches up. Okay. I'm just gonna put them all back down because that's how my drone is currently configured. But if you come back to the receiver tab, you can see all of this stuff that's been going on. So if I move my sticks, you can come see over here at the same time, like right over here. I'm just gonna move this stick and you can see that one of those things is moving. And then same thing with this one, they're all moving. Yeah, so that's what you want to see after you've done all of that. And if I come over here to the configuration tabs, no, it's actually the modes tab, yep. Over here, if I flip a switch, it's gonna say arm, and then disarm. This is actually kind of like a safety feature. It just preps all your motors up, and even if I do accidentally bump this, it's not gonna start because I haven't actually flipped this switch yet. But if I do, you can see it's armed. That actually doesn't do anything. Yep, now I'm in angle mode. Angle mode is just like a way of flying, so you just need to set that up with all your switches. Now I'm in horizon mode. And then your default will be acro mode, which is like how you can do all the tricks. And there's not going to be anything preventing you to do that. But if you're a beginner, you're going to want to go with like angle mode or horizon mode. They're a very good way to start learning. And yeah, once you've done all that, you should be ready to go fly your drone. Alright, so stick around for the next video where I show you how to add all the FPV gear so that way you can see where you're going. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and share the video if you can. Bye, see you guys next time.